Welcome, guys, to another World War Marvel. As you know, I'm your channel host, Adam, and today I have again with me...
Sean.
Sean, how are you, dude?
Good.
Good to see you yet again for another Marvel Crisis Protocol battle report. As per normal, we have rolled off.
Yep.
And as per normal, when it comes to our games, you won. But we did tie on the first roll.
Yeah.
And then we just had to re-roll.
And I got like 4.
Yeah, and I got 1. So it was really decisive there. You ended up going with Extractions for today's Crisis event, and I went with Secures. You decided to go with Skrulls Infiltrate the World leadership. So it's map C across the center, 17 threat. You interact, roll 2 dice, and then if either of those are a crit, you pick up the scroll. The movement of the character holding the scroll then becomes short. Okay? I went with Gamma Waves. So map E, 3 Gamma Shelters across the board. You score, I should say for Skrulls, you score 2 victory points for controlling the Skrull as well. Gamma Waves, if you control your own Gamma Shelter, which is the one closest to your board edge, you score 1 victory point. 2 if you control the center, and 3 if you control your opponents. We are using 15 threat for today's match, or else I have to add another character to my list. 15, okay. And then basically in the cleanup phase, if you're not within range 2 of a Gamma Shelter, you suffer a damage. So, and that's that. Pretty straightforward. And so you've went with a different roster. I've basically, compared to our last game, I stayed sort of similar to the roster that I had in the last game, but made a couple of additions to the roster. So I dropped a couple of characters. And then added some other ones, so we'll see how it plays out. But with that said, let's show you the board, show you the rosters that we're playing with, or the teams and squads, tactics cards, and get right into the match from there. So here we are with my team and roster of characters I've brought for today's match. So obviously for 15 threat that we are playing, I have brought A-Force. I decided to play them because I've only used them once, so this will be the second time that I use them. We have She-Hulk as a leader, obviously. Crystal and Medusa, because they're both new characters, and I think Crystal with She-Hulk will help a lot, getting her into position and doing some fun stuff. And then Okoye to fill out those last 2 threat. The other characters I have, I dropped Wasp for Nebula, and I dropped Ronin for Captain Marvel from the last time that I played this list, and I changed it a couple of my Crisis events, so I added Gamma Shelters in there, and took out, I can't remember what the other one was, but yeah, I added more like East-based scenarios, because Medusa is great at that, so is She-Hulk. She wants them nice and close and personal. And even Crystal is better, I think, at controlling and doing what she does when people are nice, close, and personal. But either way, then the other characters, obviously, Beast, Black Bolt, Valkyrie, who I have in there in case we had enough points to play. So if we went with like 18 threat, I would have added Valkyrie into this list. If we went with 19 threat, Captain Marvel, maybe, something like that. And then Lockjaw as well. So for tactics cards wise, I have Medpack, Field Dressing, and then 3 A-Force affiliated cards. So A-Force, A-Force card, Stalwart Determination. So during the power phase, number of allied A-Force characters, which all my characters are from A-Force, can spend a power each, and then characters that spent power this way cannot be pushed or thrown by enemy effects this round. A-Force assemble, so somebody from A-Force spends 3 power. And then when an ally character is defending against an attack this round, add 1 die to the defense roll for each other allied A-Force character within range 2 of that character. And then I have special delivery. So basically what happens is when an A-Force character with flight begins a move action within range 2 of She-Hulk, so that's Crystal, they both spend a power each, and then I drop She-Hulk within range 1 of Crystal at the end of her move, and then She-Hulk gets a free 0 power cost attack. So that would be her sensational uppercut. But yeah, that is that for tactics cards in my squad. So I guess I will show you Sean's next. And Sean has completely changed up his squad / roster today. Has went with more of a WebWares-based roster. Yeah. Correct? So he went with Ghost Rider, Venom, and then Miles and Ghost Spider for his 4 characters that he's bringing today. I know he probably could have played it slightly differently and added more if he wanted to, because he has other characters that he could. So like, you didn't have to play Ghost Rider. He could have dropped Ghost Rider. and and like Venom, and then threw in a bunch more like 3-point characters, right? Because that's 9 threat right there. So you could have had 5 characters all at 3 threat, but you knew you were going up against She-Hulk, because I told you I was going to play A-Force again, so because I haven't played him yet.
Played Ghost Rider at all.
Ghost Rider's fun. I like Ghost Rider a lot. So the other characters I did not take your Wong, Spider-Man, Black Widow, Rocket, Vision, and Hawkeye, and then his tactics cards, Lethal Protector, so basically Venom pays 2 power. When an ally within range 3 of Venom is attacked, place Venom within range 1 of the allied character, and then he becomes the target regardless of line of sight and range. Seeing red, so when a character is dazed or knocked out by an enemy effect, another allied character within range 2 of it can spend 3 power, and then that character gets an attack after the enemy character finishes its attack. And then all webbed up, so somebody can spend 3 power, then enemy characters within range 3 of said character become slowed, and then for that round, web warrior characters attacking characters that are suffering from the slow special condition add 2 dice to their attack roll. Med pack for healing uneasy allies. If Spider-Man, i.e. Miles in this case, and Venom if Spider-Man or Venom targets an enemy character within range 2 of the other character, they both suffer 1 damage and add 3 dice to the attack. So you got a whole bunch of dice or damage dealing stuff there and a little bit of healing. So that should be very interesting to see what happens. Board-wise, I went with this board side over here, and Sean went with that side over there. We're basically playing in a city board. It's the urban district mats there. We got my game of shelter here, one in the center with a scrawl, or I should say the unidentified scrawl. I guess it's the decoy in the center, and then one on the back there, and then a decoy there, and a decoy there. So obviously truck is size 4, the Daily Bugle is size 3, the trees are size 2, the scatter train size 1, car size 2, the truck over there is size 3, car there is size 3. If this comes into play, we'll call it size 3 as well, sort of like the newsstand there. So but yeah, and then dumpsters, obviously there's one there and one over on that side too, size 2. So but that's that. We'll come back with deployment next. So my deployment looks like this. She-Hulk over here, Crystal, Okoye in the center, and then we have Medusa over here like so. And then on your side of things, you have Ghost Rider. On one flank, we have Ghost Spider, Ghost Rider, Ghost Spider, Venom on the other side, and then Miles holding up the back over there. So yeah, that's what it looks like compared to that. So we will come back with round 1 activations next. Don, who's going to be your first activation for round number 1?
It will be Ghost Rider.
Okay, Ghost Rider is going to move up the board. Oh man, where is he going? Ghost Rider.
It's 2 inches from that, right?
Range 1. You gotta be within range 2
to
not take any damage. Range 1 to interact, yes. So, and we don't count the bases of the trees as anything due to the fact that we need the trees to stand up somehow. You are not quite in range 1 though. I did nudge those, but you are within range 2 of it to protect yourself. Are you gonna move up and try to grab that scrawl? We'll see. Sean's just gonna move him up a nudge just to get within range 1. It's like literally like a half an inch type thing, right there, like so. Oh, that's all good. It's all good.
I just want to stay.
Yeah. Are you interacting to try to grab that scroll or no?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. 2 dice. Let's see what you get.
Nope.
Nothing on him. Koya is going to be my first activation, and she's just going to take a move action to get over here, just to be at max range 1, just a little further. And then I think I have you within range 4. Oh yeah, I don't even need to do that, but I do have you within range 4. I'm just going to do an attack on him and do the Vibranium Spear Burst. I do gain a power from that. And it is only 4 dice versus your energy defense of 4. So, and here we go with my roll. Let's see what I get. So that's 3 with a crit. That's 3. I do have a re-roll from my General of the Dora Milaje. So let's see what you rolled, Sean, for your defenses. Nothing. Oh, that's not good. So that's 3 damage coming into you from Okoye. Venom is up next for Sean. running them up the board. Probably trying to get them up there close to the center to try to contest, I'm assuming, or are you going to hold them back for right now? Something?
Well, the thing is I need to be in 2, so I don't take any damage to my Galbur.
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely think you could get within range 2 of it. You know what I mean? Even if you come over to this side of the tree and stuff, right? It all depends if you want to go towards that center, because right now you are controlling it at this point.
I am controlling it.
You are right.
I control it with anyone else.
And moving him up there within range 2 of the center objective as well. Medusa's going to be moving up next for me. She's just going to basically end just within 2 of the back objective, but I should also be within 3. I am within 3 of Ghost Rider as well. So I'm going to be doing some Braid Bash into Ghost Rider. Okay. We go with the attack Braid Bash, range 3, 5-die attack into Ghost Rider. It is physical, so you only have 3 defense versus this. So that's 2 crits. That's something. 2 crits. That is a wild as well, so that's 3 going into you currently, and I do get 1 reroll on one of those 2 dice, and so that's 3 going into you with a wild. And then I do get a reroll. You're blocking 1.
I'm blocking 1.
Okay. Here's my reroll. It's another one, so you're taking 3 more damage on Ghost Rider. 3 more damage. I will gain 3 power as well for that, and then I also get my flurry action as well. What size is Ghost Rider? Is he size 3 or size 4?
He's size 3.
Okay, I'm definitely thinking I'm gonna be pushing that character. And here we are with his short push. I'm just gonna come and bring him down.
Oh, you can push me.
Yeah, it's not a way. It's just a push. Okay. So it says, if this attack deals damage and the target character is size 3 or less, after the attack is resolved, this character may push the target character short. It does not say away, it just says I can push the character short. So I'll just push him straight down right by Medusa, right there. And then I get my flurry attack with it as well. Here we go with the flurry attack now into a Ghost Rider. 4, and I cannot re-roll that one, so... And it is physical. Physical, yep.
You just need one to put 1 more damage on me.
Yeah, well, that's the hope, right? So get them going while I can. You're blocking 2. You still do take another point of damage. So I don't think so at this point. I didn't have any crits, so you can't force me to do any of that. So yeah. Ghost Spider going next. Running up the board. Yep. Doing a second move action with her, or just keeping her there?
Or does he moves?
Who?
I'm just wondering.
Oh yeah, he moves medium, yeah. Miles does. After moving there, you're going to do a impact webbing, I think is what it's called. Yeah, impact webbing, range 4 dice. Physical attack into Okoye. Here we go with the attack roll. Let's see what happens. You get a wild and you get a hit. The wild is what you want, really, for board control purposes. I am blocking 1, but I do get a reroll because of the general of the Dora Milaje. I am blocking 1, so she'll take a point of damage as well as getting pushed. I think it's a way short. And we got Okoye, who is going to be over here, pushed like so along that path there. She would not collide with the lamppost. I think I'm still within range 2, just within range 2, but I'm not controlling it anymore, so I'll be down that point. And because Okoye was damaged, I do have She-Hulk's Defenders of Arcadia, so she's going to place a power on herself with that one. And Crystal's going to be going next. She's going to move straight up the board like so. She's also spending a power to place Special Delivery, and so is She-Hulk at the beginning of that movement, which then allows She-Hulk to be moved up there with her, placed within range 1. So she's going to be placed over here, within range 1 of that center objective. Just making sure that's actually... Yeah, that's good. Right there like so. And then she gets a free attack as well. So So now with my free attack from the special delivery, the 0 power cost attack, or 0 cost attack, I'm going to be doing a sensational uppercut from She-Hulk. It's 7 dice, physical, into Ghost Spider. You know what you've been forgetting is a leadership ability. I think you get a reroll when you're within range of your things too, FYI. So here we go, going into Ghost Spider with 7 dice. That is only 3, sir. Only 3, but that is okay. That is okay.
Okay, let's see.
I do have a wild there, but she does not have a wild from that. All right, so you got a kit. You got a kit, like a Kit Harington, or Kit from, you know, what is the old car show? Kit.
Yeah,
with,
Kit.
Yeah, with the car. Yeah, David Hasselhoff. Oh man, so you get to you get to add your crit in first. So add another die because of your crit.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a wild, and now you get to re-roll the one of the 2 blanks that you had, right? So, so because of because you get 1 from. Yeah. All right, so that's the re-roll is a failure. So you take 1 point of damage. I'll gain a power from that, and you are slowed as well because it happens when She-Hulk punches you in the face. You become slow. So yeah. Second action for Crystal, I am going to do a Volcanic Surge into Venom. It's a beam 3, 4 die energy attack, so you only have 2 energy defense. I'm not going to do a ton of damage, but I am searching for a wild to give him the Incinerate special condition. So here we go. As I say, I'm not going to do a ton of damage. She rolls really well. So that's 4, and I do have a reroll for that blank. So still no wilds yet. So you're blocking 2, which is good. And here's my reroll. So that's 5 damage coming into you. You block 2, so you take 3 from her. Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. I get to reroll 1.
Oh, you do get to reroll 1. Yeah. All right.
Blocking 2.
But you already blocked 2. You already had 2 on there. Now, using 2 power from the 3 that Venom just got, he is going to do so many snacks with him. So many snacks. Yep. And then you're going to be using your 5 die basic strike into Crystal. So here we are with the strike, the symbiote tendrils into Crystal. Yep. Let's see what happens. 5 dice. That's a crit. So you got 2 so far. So add another die in there, grab another die, roll it. Let's see what happens. All right, so 2. Not bad. I'll take it. Crystal is blocking. She does get a re-roll because of Inhumans. Blocking none, so she'll take 2 damage from that. And I'll put another power on She-Hulk as well because of her leadership ability. So, and I get the bleed special condition on Crystal, so she'll take another damage from that as well. Miles is running up the board for your next activation. Yep.
Stand here.
Yep.
So he has this.
He's not going to do anything else?
Does he have the? I don't think he has the range of anything.
Well, you can, yeah. And Miles, after his move there, is going to do his, I think it's a webline kick or something like that. Yeah, webline kick into She-Hulk, who is within range. So let's see what you get. 4 dice. I only have 3 physical defense. That is a good roll. That is 3 with a wild there, which is also going to give you a throw. So that's awesome. So, yep. 4 going into She-Hulk. And She-Hulk's going to block 1. So she'll take 3 damage and gain 3 power from that as well. And then you get the thrower as well. So, and then you're just going to throw her straight back into Crystal, basically. Is that what you're doing? Yeah. So you're going to collide right there like so. And then Crystal will have to dodge. She-Hulk will take another point of damage, gain another power.
20, right?
Yeah, she's at 20. And I'll put this power, because She-Hulk takes another damage from an enemy effect, I'm now going to put a power on Medusa as well, because Crystal already got one. So here's Crystal's dodge roll. That's really good with 2 crits. She only takes 1 point of damage from that, because of that roll. And then I will put a power on Okoye because of the She-Hulk leadership ability as well, because Crystal took damage. So, yeah, that's good. Interesting, very good. All right, so I guess She-Hulk's up next. Going with She-Hulk next, She-Hulk's going to start off by using Superior Weight Training Superpower, which allows her to add dice to her next attack roll equal to the size of the target, which is going to be Venom, so it's going to be a 10 die 10 die sensational uppercut into Venom. Okay? Yeah. Let's see what happens. I'm dropping things here. That is not the best roll. That's only 2. Look at all those. That's only 2. That is only 2.
I'm happy about that.
Yeah, no doubt. It is physical. Here's the crit roll. So 3 going into a Venom. 3. You're blocking 2.
2.
Yep.
I get to re-roll.
You get to re-roll. Add your crit in first, though, man. Add your crit in first before re-rolls. Okay, now you get to re-roll that 1. So... Alright, so you're taking 1 point of damage. I'll gain a power from that.
1 point of damage.
And then if you wanted to strike into her, you sure could.
I probably will because...
Yeah, makes sense. Using 2 power to do the so many snacks.
So many snacks.
Yeah. So let's see. It's basic strike, so 5 dice. Physical. Let's see what you get. Mm-hmm. That is 4. And she will be bleeding. I'm blocking 2, so she'll take 2. And then also gains the bleed special condition. I'm putting a power, because She-Hulk was damaged, onto a Medusa as well. Second action is going to be another superior weight training, spending 3 more power, leaving She-Hulk on 4, and using a sensational uppercut, which is their basic attack. So it's 10 dice versus your 4 physical defense. Hopefully my roll is better this time. That's a little bit better. That's not bad. That's 4 so far with 2 crits as well. Okay? So I don't have any rerolls or anything, so let's see what these 2 crits come. That's going to be 5 going into Venom. 5, no wilds or anything like that. So, yep. Blocking 1. Which is not enough to save him. He is dazed. I will gain 3 power from that as well.
Reroll 1.
Oh, you do get to reroll 1. You're right. No. Okay. So, yeah, you had 5 coming at you. Even if you blocked the second one, it was still a dazed Venom. So, I gain 3 power from that. And then I do get some fun stuff, I think. Yeah. Using a power now to interact with the decoy. Let's see if I get that on She-Hulk. I do, because there is a crit right there. So she picks up the scrawl, and it's going to be scoring me a couple of points a turn until she is gonesies. Alright, so picking up that scrawl, I then am spending 2 overpower to also heal 3 damage, but I left 1 of the 3 damage on her because she's going to bleed at the end of her activation. And then before she ends her activation, she's spending 3 more power, leaving her on 1 now to pick up and throw Ghost Spider into Miles. So just, I just want to be like right there, straight back basically. And then Miles, she'll take a point of damage and gain a power, then Miles has to make a dodge roll. And here we go with the dodge roll for Miles. So he's blocking 1. His Spider Sense does allow him to reroll that. Nothing there. Sean does get to reroll his second skull that he rolled in his original roll, so it's still 1. So she's going to be taking 2 damage on him as well. So, cleanup phase of round 1. I did not score my own objective because he pushed Okoye off, but I did score the center objective, and I do have the scroll. So I'm going to score 4 where you scored 1 from holding your Gamma Shelter. So current scores are as follows. Where did I put those tokens? 4 for the A-Force and 1 for the Web Warriors. We'll come back with round number 2 next. During the power phase of round number 2, what I'm doing is each of my characters are spending 1 power to play Stalwart, a determination, so basically they cannot be pushed or thrown by enemy effects this turn. This round, I guess. Ghost Rider's up first for Sean. You're going to be doing your Chains of Damnation into Medusa. Yep. Okay, go ahead. It's 6 dice, right?
Yeah.
And then on a wild, I gain the Hex, I believe, correct? Yeah. Let's see what you get. 2 crits and a hit. But you get to add 2 dice in there, so. Let's see what you roll for those crits, sir. Yeah, just, yeah.
Yeah, just...
So 4 going into Crystal. No Hex, though.
No Hex.
I'm not blocking any, so Oh, I do get my Inhuman reroll, actually, so I'll block 1. So she'll take 3 and gain 3 power. Which puts her at full power now. And then I'm going to also be putting a power onto She-Hulk as well.
Okay, so she takes 3 damage. That
yep.
hooks me up.
Second action from Ghost Rider is going to be a Penance Stare into She-Hulk. So yeah, that should be fun.
Yes.
That should be a lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
Yeah. Let's see what you do. So it's, what is the Penance Stare?
Cost 5.
Yeah. So 8 die attack into She-Hulk. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I should have just done 2 of them.
Yeah.
I thought it was on his power. How much?
No, it's on their power, and she'll lose power equal to the damage that she takes from this instead of gaining power. So it should be interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4 with 2 crits. Crit rolls getting added in there. That is a wild, so that's 5 going into She-Hulk. Let's see if she blocks any. She is blocking 2. Blocking 3, she'll take 2 and lose 2 power. So she's gonna take 2 and lose 2 power. So yeah, she's down to 1 power on She-Hulk. And then you're gonna use your Hell on Wheels and move somewhere long, advancing along somewhere. Just back there like so.
Yeah.
Controlling that objective. Sounds great. Sounds great. The damage that Ghost Rider did to She-Hulk, I'm also gonna give a power to Crystal as well. So activating Medusa next, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 2 of her 10 power to do a Royal Decree, which allows her to be moved and placed within range 1 of a character that's within range 2 of her, or move that character within range 2, or that's within range 2, within range 1 of her. But she's going to move up here, because I'm pretty sure I can now hit everybody with a... oh no, I can only hit 2 of them. I can hit 2 of these people with a area effect attack. Before I do my area attack, I'm going to do a Braid Bash, range 3 into Miles. I know he's within range, so it's 5 dice. Okay. Should have also stated that she is spending 3 power to play A-Force as well. So A-Force assembles, so that leaves her on 5 power out of the 10 that she had. So
yeah, I think I will play.
Venom's going to be taking the attack on Medusa. So he's going to spend how much power? It's 3, isn't it, to do that? Yeah.
No, it's 2.
It's 2?
Yep.
Okay, so you're going to spend 2 power and then be placed within range 1 of Miles. Yep. Okay, and then, yeah. I guess I'll attack him. Here we go, attack roll into Venom. So that is 3, that is 4... with a wild, which gives me the flurry as well, and I do have 1 reroll die available there, so it's 4 going to Venom so far with a reroll. Venom was placed right there beside Miles as well, so now his defense roll, I have 4 with 2 wilds and 2 crits was what I rolled, and I do have 1 die that I can reroll, so potentially 5 damage going into him.
So this is not energy.
This is physical, sir. You're blocking 1, so you're taking 4 damage on Venom.
I get the reroll.
You do get a reroll, yep. It's still taking 4 damage, potentially 5 damage on Venom, actually. It is 5 damage on Venom. Or, sorry, no, it's 4 damage on Venom because you blocked 1. What am I talking about? I had 5 in total. So I will gain that much power back. And then you're countering with We Are Venom and So Many Snacks. It's 7 die attack going into Medusa. So let's see what happens. Here you go with your 7 die attack. 1. Okay. So, because I have A-Force assembled, I get to add 1 die for each other A-Force allied character within range 2 of her, which is both Crystal and She-Hulk, so that's going to be 5 defense dice. Blocking it. That's my crit right there. And then my reroll, which, yeah, I blocked the damage, so she takes no damage from that. And I don't think she gains bleed either. And with the flurry attack from the 2 wilds that I had from my Braid Bash, doing it into Miles, and you cannot bodyguard again, so this turn. That's only 1 going into Miles, though, but I do have a reroll if I need it. Well, I will be needing it, so only 1. Oh, you're blocking 1. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. So her second action now is going to be a split ends area effect. So yeah. Let me see. Yeah. It's going to be a split ends area attack. I will daze Crystal with this, actually, which is funny, but that's okay. So it's going to be split ends going into... Actually, no, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do the split ends. I'm not spending my 6 power that I was going to. And what I'm going to do is instead I will do the Braid Splash again. You know what? So I'm just going to do another Braid Splash into Venom here. So hopefully I get a flurry again. So that's 2, 3. I do have a re-roll with one of those, so 3 going into Venom currently. Okay. I do have 1 die I can re-roll if needed. Blocking 1.
Blocking 1.
Yeah, add that crit roll in there. Just grab a die. Blocking 2. And yeah, so you take 1 from that. 1 damage. Yeah, so that puts them at 4 out of 6 currently. So I'll gain a power from that because I think I can.
So you don't get a Fury?
I don't get a flurry, no, because I did not have a wild. So I guess before I enter activation, I'll use 3 power to use Hair Flip. Grab this size. Oh, it's enemy character. Sorry, that's enemy characters being thrown. I will throw Venom then. I thought it was terrain or enemy characters, but it is only enemy characters. So what I'm going to do is I will throw Venom. I think if he goes straight back, he's going to hit just Ghost Spider, right? So, let me see. Hold on here. I'll still spend those 3 power and just throw Ghost Spider into Venom, trying to take him out, trying to get 2 damage on him. Let's see what happens. Here's a dodge roll for Venom, 4 dice. I'm hoping that he fails a bunch of these because I want Venom gone. No, that's all. The complete opposite. Complete opposite. She does take a point of damage, though.
Yep.
So we're putting her at 3 damage. And that's that. Boo. Venom is up next. What are you doing, sir? Yeah. Okay. So we are Venom into She-Hulk now. She-Hulk has 3 physical defense, but because I have 2 characters within range...
Actually, no. First, I'm actually just going to do a regular...
A regular attack?
A regular attack.
Okay. Alright. Well, it's still the same thing. 5 dice versus my 5 defense dice. Let's see what happens. 1.
Whiffing these.
Yeah. I'm blocking.
Blocking everything.
Yeah, yeah. Second action now from Venom is We Are Venom into She-Hulk, I'm guessing?
Yep.
To try to heal yourself before you're taken out? Or who are you going
Medusa.
Into Medusa? Okay. Sounds good. I still have 5 defense from this at this point in time, so... That's better.
That's a lot better.
That's 4. Okay. And Medusa is blocking 2. Blocking 2. So you did 4. So you heal 2 points of damage. I'll gain 2 power from that and take 2 damage, which still keeps Medusa alive. She's at 5 out of 6. And I'll put a power onto She-Hulk because Medusa took damage as well. Crystal's going to be next for me. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to move her over like yonder. Because the reason being is I just want to be able to hit all 3 of these guys with a volcanic surge as her attack. She will also pay 4 of her power. She'll gain a power back automatically, so I'm only taking 3 off of her, but 4 power to use Elemental Onslaught, which allows me to do a second attack that is not the Volcanic Surge. It is a beam 3, 4 die energy attack. Gonna start off with Miles first, okay? Okay, so 4 dice. Here we go. So that is 2 with a reroll on one of those blanks and a wild, which means that you have the Incinerate condition. Okay, or you will have the Incinerate condition. Okay, so you can reroll both those to Spider Sense.
Yep.
And that one too. Still nothing. And you get a reroll as well from your leadership ability. So, 1. So you're going to take 2 damage on Miles. Okay, and the Incinerate special condition. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So into Ghost Spider again. 4 dice. Energy. Let's see what I get. So that's 1 with 3 blocks. So. That's that. All right, so you get your
3.
Yep. Blocking it.
Blocking it.
And then add that crit roll in there. Not that it really matters. Because I do get a reroll, so I'm not going to do any damage to you whatsoever. But I'm searching for an incinerate on her. And the last one's going to be into into venom. Okay, so 4 dice. So that is definitely an incinerate on him. You got a crit. Okay, add that in there. So yeah,
get to reroll.
You will. So that's 4 going into you. That's 3 going into him.
That's enough.
That's enough to knock him out. Oh man, not good. All right, so I am after that attack paying for the elemental onslaught. Sean, you are going to play Seeing Red.
Yep.
How much power is it? Is it 2?
3.
3? And who's playing that?
3 inches, right? Yeah, I will play on it.
Yeah. Okay, so mine goes off first. I guess I should declare who my target is before you decide who you want to play that. Theoretically. So yeah.
It says any air.
Yeah, either of your characters can play it.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to go after Miles because I don't like Miles and he can make me drop objective tokens.
Yeah.
Okay? So, and then you can play it with Ghost Spider if I do take out Miles. So what I did with Elemental Onslaught, I'm just going to use at this point, I am going to use Hurricane Blast. So it allows me on a wild to push Miles short. So, yeah. So that's 2. And there is a wild there with a crit. So I do have a reroll. And you will be pushed as well. So
push him out of range.
So you're not blocking any.
I get the reroll.
But you get 3 rerolls in total from your Spider Sense. So I get my reroll, so it's nothing. Still only 2. So Spider Sense is 2. Blocking 1. And then your leadership ability. No, so that is Miles dazed, I believe, right? Yep. So Miles is dazed. Now, Venom's gone, knocked out, Miles is dazed.
She will play.
Ghost Spider's going to do Seeing Red.
Yep.
And attack Crystal.
Yep.
Okay. What are you doing with her? Spider technique? Or impact webbing? Alright, so doing impact webbing from Ghost Spider into Crystal.
Yep.
I will have 5 defense because I still have my A-Force Assemble going on.
Okay.
So... Oh, that's really good. That's 3. And then crit, so add that crit die in there. And let's see what you get. So 3. And Crystal is going to block none. So she's going to be dazed as well. You are doing a spider technique into Medusa. Do I want to do anything with that? I'm just going to let Medusa try to defend it herself. So I do have only 4 defense now because of Crystal being dazed. So
okay.
Yeah. 3. That's something good. No rerolls or anything. Let's see what I get. 4 defense on Crystal. Or on Medusa. She blocks 1. I do get a reroll. Blocking 1, so she's going to take 2 damage, which is enough to daze her, because she already has 4, and I will put a power onto She-Hulk as well. Taking a second move action with Ghost Spider just to move back and hold that back objective as well. Before the end of your action, you are spending 2 power to med pack yourself, so you are fully healed and loving it. So... is going to go spending her 4 power that she has now to do a Vibranium Spear Thrust into Ghost Rider. Okay? It is 5 dice with a Wild, Pierce, and Flurry, and I do get a reroll because the General of the Dora Milaje. There's 3 with a Wild, so it's physical, so you have 3 dice there. Yep. Blocking 1, but it's pierced anyways, so you're not blocking any, and so you take 3 damage on Ghost.
I get to reroll 1.
Oh yeah, you do get to reroll 1. You're right. Still blocking. You're still taking 3. 3 damage from that, and I do get my flurry as well. My flurry strike into Ghost Rider, it's only 4 dice, and it is physical yet again. Okay, so that's 2 crits and a hit. Oh my gosh, that is really good. Yeah. So that happens at the end. So you can go, how many crits does she have? You know what I mean? So that's going to be 3 with my added crit rolls. And I do get a roll in there too, so.
Let's see if I can even survive this.
Blocking 2 with a crit. That's good. Blocking 2. Here's my reroll, nothing. And then you get your reroll as well. Nothing. So you're taking 2 more damage. And I'll gain 2 power from that as well.
Uh-oh.
Second action for her is just to move over here, like so, and hold that back objective. Well, I have it because I'm healthy, and you're injured. So I was hoping to take you out with her, and I could do another like strike into him, but I wasn't risking it because like I do have 4 dice, yes, and a reroll, and you only have 3, but I'm like, I don't want to risk it, so not worth it in my opinion, where I'll just guarantee the score, the victory point over there. She-Hulk's going to go for me next, the last activation for this round, and what I'm going to do is, I'm wanting to get that straight up, because she wants to be right there, like so, which I don't know if that gets me within range. Does that get me within range 1? Does not, eh? Because you're over here. Shucks darn. Shucks darn. Second action is going to be a shake to get rid of that bleed, and then I'm going to spend 3 power to throw Ghost Spider away. Okay. And throwing you straight back like so. Right there. Get out of here with your slow and everything else. And that will be She-Hulk's activation, I think. So, yeah. Cleanup phase of round 2. I am scoring 3 victory points. She-Hulk has the scroll. Oh, she only moves medium. I made a mistake there, dude. So I gotta change that. I gotta push her back. So afterwards, I'm still within range 2. Would have been still within range 2 of Ghost Spider, who was right behind Miles. After moving short to still throw her back like so. It just means that I couldn't have gotten all the way there and potentially contested next turn. Well, I guess it could next turn as well. I forgot she had the scroll and that she moves short instead of medium now. But that's okay. We'll figure it out. So back to this. I score 3 victory points. I have the scroll plus my own objective, where Sean, you're not getting any at this point in time, so you're sitting at 1, and we are going into round 3 next. Ghost Rider is the first activation for round 3. Let's see what you do, Sean. Doing a Chain of Damnation strike into Okoye, because you're trying to score those backfield points on me.
Yep.
Let's see what you roll. 6 dice. 6 dice. That is 3 crits, which is really good, and probably enough to daze Okoye. But let's see what she gets. Well, not with a roll like that. And let's roll in there. So that's 3 as well, and I do have a re-roll. So then add your crits in there. Nothing. Alright, so I'm going to take no damage from that. And you have no wilds or anything either. So, and yeah, that would have been 4 blocks in total for me. Do it again and try to take her out or what?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. I know you said you really wanted to take her out to get those 3 points. Because that's basically how you're going to get in the game, is having somebody on that back objective, right? So.
How much
health does she have? 4. She only has 4 stamina, but she has 1 damage on her, so 3 left, right? So
3 left, and she has only 3 power.
Yeah, only 3 power currently. Doing the penance stare next into Okoye. Let's see how that goes. It's going to be 8 dice, because I have 3 power on me, and it's 5 normally, so... and if any damage that she takes, she loses power instead of gains power.
Yep, so 8 dice.
Yep. And I don't get to... That's going to be a hit or a wild. It doesn't really matter what one, so... Because it's going to roll over, so... Yeah, and that was a crit, so... Yeah. Oh, terrible rolls, dude. That's a terrible roll.
No, just 2.
But roll your crit in there first. 2. Okay, so here's my roll. I'm blocking none. I do get a reroll. Blocking 1. So she's going to lose 1 power and take 1 damage. So... Medusa's up next, going to be doing a Braid Bash into a Miles. It's 5 dice. Let's see what I get. Well, that's 3. I do have a reroll and a flurry there, which is nice with those 2 wilds. So, and I do get a reroll. So,
Lost.
yeah. Okay, so you block none. You have 3 rerolls though too. Your leadership plus spider sense, so which is nice. Blocking 2, which is good. And then you get 1 more. All right, blocking 3. So you take no damage. I get, well, you do take 1 actually, because that was my inhuman reroll. So you take 1. I gain 1 power from that, but she's at max power anyways. But with that said, I do get my flurry attack because of the wilds. So, which is not a bad roll. It's 3 more going into Miles. 3 more going into Miles, yeah. With a reroll though. So you're blocking 1. So my reroll is 4 now. So you do have your spider sense to reroll 2. And then you can't, oh no, you are still within 1. So you can use your leadership ability to block that as well. Nothing. So you're taking 2 more damage on Miles. Okay? Because of the Braid Bash and Miles being size 3 or less, I get to push this character short. So all I'm going to do is just going to push Miles over here, short.
Okay.
Like so. Okay. And then, yeah, I will do my Royal Decree now. Dropping me back down to 8 power. And then she's going to come up here, like so, to steal that objective. And then she's going to do another, hold on, am I in range? I don't think I'm in range yet, but I'm checking to see if I'm in range of Ghost Spider. Alright, not in range of Ghost Spider, so I'm going to do another Brave Bash into Miles. So that's a crit and 2 wilds, so that's, I do get 3 on Miles. I do have an Inhuman reroll as well. So, blocking 1, which is good.
Yep.
You get your Spider Sense.
Spider Sense.
Which you can only reroll 1. Blocking 1. You still get your leadership. You can't reroll that skull. Yeah. But you can reroll the reroll. So you can
that's right, you pushed me off it.
Yeah. So still blocking 1. That is enough to take out Miles. So Miles is done. And that is Medusa done. I can't flurry into anybody because there's nobody else in range. Unless I should just attack She-Hulk. Alright, starting off with a webline, correct, Sean?
Yep.
To pull Medusa up.
Her up.
Okay. Like so. And then now I'm within 2 of you. 2. What are you going to do? Just start striking away at her?
Start striking away
Makes sense. Spider technique time. 4 dice. Let's see what you get.
1 is not exactly
greatest. You're right. You're right.
Alright, so 4 attacked.
Yeah.
Get a spider.
Ooh, that's good.
That's pretty good.
That is good. So that's 2 crits?
2 crits.
So add 2 dice in there.
So wait. After this.
Here's the crit roll. Oh, that's good. That's 4.
4.
That's 4. My defense roll. Blocking.
None.
Reroll. None. Okay, so she takes 4 damage.
4 damage.
Which puts her at max for power. And she only has 2 damage left. I'll also put a power on She-Hulk, I guess.
And then I'll just do another...
Yeah, yeah, then just do it again. You get to add 2 extra dice, or is it 3 extra dice to it now? I can't remember, I gotta read it. And here we go with 7 die attack now. Spider technique into, yeah, there you go. That's a
finally
knocked out Medusa,
something.
right?
Yeah.
That's it, man, your dice have been crap. That's 6.
Yeah.
6. I can't even stop it. That's like, she's done. Medusa is knocked out. So Crystal's going to be going next for me. What she's going to do is just take a move action up here, like so, hold that back objective, and then she's going to shoot into Ghost Spider with a Volcanic Surge. So she'll gain a power from that. But I'm going to be using my Elemental Onslaught to do a secondary attack. So here's the Volcanic Surge first off into Ghost Spider. That's 2 with 1 reroll ability from my Inhumans. I'm looking for the wild here for the Incinerate. And block them all. Does this turn into a wild? It does not. And then all I'm going to do is just a Hurricane Blast, I think, to do a push if I get a wild. So here we go as a secondary. So there's a crit and a hit. That's, yeah, 2. Let's see if you block them all again. Yeah, 2. No, you take 1 this time because there's already 2 there. Then that crit, so not that it matters. Not that it matters. yeah, and then I get to not push you because I didn't get a wild either. So is next striking into Ghost Rider, 4 dice. Let's see what happens. That is a 2, but I do get the General Dora Melage to re-roll one of those. So 2 going into Ghost Spider. Let's see what you get. Blocking 2.
Blocking 2.
Oh my goodness! And then I'll just do it again.
Okay.
And the re-roll. So 2 more going into Ghost Spider. And you're blocking it again, so nothing. Nobody.
I'm not
You're not done yet. You're right. She does get 2 power, or she does not get power from that. I guess then She-Hulk is just gonna go and come back here to score me points, right? Because that's 6, 8 points at that point in time, putting me up to 15. So, yeah. Cleanup phase of round 3. I'm going to be scoring 8 victory points. So 1 from mine, 2 from the center, 3 from yours. That puts me at 6, and then 2 from the Skrull. So that puts me up to 15 victory points. You're not getting any again, and then we're going into round 4. But I don't really think there's much of a point because you got to kill or knock out, I should say, or daze 3 characters with your 2 characters. You could potentially do it.
Can't get over there.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, actually, because you're the slow and stuff like that with Ghost Spider. So I don't think it's gonna happen. Do you want to call it there? Or do you want to try it out? Your choice, sir.
I call it there.
All right, we'll come back with the after action report next time. Welcome, guys, to the after action report. You just saw the match between myself and Sean. And Sean, I think his veins are about to burst into his head. If it wasn't for the match, it's for the fact this is take number 3 on the after action report because I've either forgot to hit the record button or I forgot to turn the mic on.
I told you to turn it on.
You did. Oh my gosh. This is funny. I'm laughing about it.
Just been a while, right?
Yeah. Your thoughts on the match, Sean?
Good.
It was good. It was good. Yeah. Whiffs are crap, especially when you're using a high point character like Ghost Rider, and it's not performing well for you. It hurts a lot, man. And the fact that he was dazed so early on, I think that was sort of like that downward spiral that you sort of went down, and sort of was like foreshadowing the rest of the game. Venom is fantastic. I love Venom. He's usually a beast. And he did do very well here. He took a ton of damage, right?
Took a ton of damage, and I was able to counterattack quite a few times.
That's right.
But I just didn't do enough damage. Every time I did it, I only did 2, maybe 1 damage.
Just a couple here and there.
And it wasn't enough to do anything else.
No, and you need to focus on She-Hulk. Like, She-Hulk or Hulk at such a low threat match is hard because you usually don't have the number of characters you need to yeah, that's it,
or enough dice rolls.
That's right.
Really go after her.
And that's why, like, maybe in my head, okay, I'm like, do you take, instead of Ghost Rider, and I know you want to play Ghost Rider, but do you take Ghost Rider instead and drop him and put in Hawkeye, who can do a ton of status conditions against She-Hulk, which is really good, and Rocket maybe that you had, because they both can do a ton of damage at range 5 or 4 or whatever. I think it's 5. I think Rocket's 5. Haven't played them in a while. I might have to play the Guardians sometimes. I do like the Guardians though. They're fun. Just my thoughts, because then you had more activations than I did, and potentially a lot more dice. That's the big thing, right? And that maybe you could have focused fired with those 2 on She-Hulk once she got up into the center and started like doing what She-Hulk does, right? Would have been a completely different game, I think. So I think the big thing for you, like I said, is the dice on Ghost Rider was like a threat sink into him. You sank so many points into him, and then just he wasn't holding his weight, right?
No.
Like, he should have taken it to Koye on the back of the board.
But he didn't.
He didn't. And you should have been scoring for, I think, 2 of those rounds 3 victory points.
Yeah.
Right? But you didn't. No. Then it sucks a lot. So,
I didn't score 1 point at all.
No, you did. You scored 1.
That's right, my first turn.
Scored 1, yeah.
1 point.
1 point. It was rough, dude. It was rough. I think A-Force with Crystal and Medusa, they both fit into A-Force nice with She-Hulk. And She-Hulk liking to sort of keep everybody condensed and centered with the tactics cards for A-Force and everything else. That sort of benefits Medusa and her area effect, as well as being able to hit people and manipulate people, because she has the power to like move people and place them within one of her or be placed within somebody else. And Crystal just just because that drop off round 1
Yeah.
is, if you move up, it's a threat right in your face, and it's a She-Hulk
right
size
there.
threat right in your face,
Yeah.
right? So, and then you obviously need a small, cheap point filler, which is Okoye, and she did really well for the points that she was in today's match. So, yeah, well, Sean, dude, I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you for the match. I'm sorry for your dice.
Yeah.
To our viewers, if you haven't yet, check out the Patreon link in the description down below. All the support will go directly to the channel. To our current Patreon members and our past members, thank you for the support that you guys have given. It is greatly appreciated. And as always, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, ignite your hobby.